Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. I think there's something interesting developing here on the Solana chart. Before I get to that, just a word of warning again. Please don't reply to anyone in the comments of the YouTube section who's asking you to contact them with a WhatsApp number. I don't have a WhatsApp group. I also don't have a public Telegram group. All Telegram and Discord groups are just part of the paid membership, and you get the links when you sign up. In addition to that, I'm on Twitter. I'm getting much more active now on Twitter. You can find all the social links in the video description, so feel free to follow me. And I've also created a Instagram account now. There has been a fake one by someone, and I work on to get it removed. But I now also have an official Instagram account, and on Twitter and Instagram, I'm getting much more active this year. This was part of my plans for 2022, and I'm doing that now. Always trying to do what I announce. So yeah, this is working. We're going ahead with that. And on Instagram and Twitter, I'm gonna post some funny stuff, things about charts, updates. I thought about even starting to publish some educational stuff, interesting quotes, things like that. That would be in addition to anything that I'm currently doing on Discord, on Telegram, or here on YouTube. So it's very interesting. So feel free to follow it. You can find all the links either here on my YouTube channel page, or on my website, or in the video description. All right, let's go into Solana now. Or let's take a look at the Solana chart, not into Solana. Anyway, let's take a look at it. So yesterday we talked here about this channel in which Solana still is, and it still is in the channel. On many other cryptocurrency charts, we can currently see some kind of a bullish divergence emerging. Also on the Bitcoin chart, we see it on the Cardano chart. I'm sure we see it on other charts as well that I cover. But for Solana, what's interesting, we don't see that, but we see here a channel. And I told you yesterday that, well, I'm a bit more skeptical about a potential breakout to the upside here because we don't have such a reversal pattern yet. However, we could still observe yesterday this bullish divergence. So I'm not sure if I'm on the right time frame. Let me go on the 4-hour time frame. But yeah, here we saw, let me just think. Yeah, we saw here obviously also a bullish divergence, even though you don't see that kind of descending wedge, which is a potential reversal formation. You now see here this bullish divergence on the MACD. And you also see here this bullish divergence on the RSI. It's just something to be aware of it. There's no guarantee it's going to break out to the upside, but it indicates, because these are momentum indicators and oscillators, and they tell you if the bulls or if the bears are getting stronger. And now we see here on the 4-hour chart, we saw that coming yesterday already, a bullish crossover on the 4-hour MACD. Now, has that translated over to the 8-hour chart? Obviously, the higher the time frame, the more meaningful it is. And yes, on the 8-hour, you see here that there is a potential turnaround of the MACD line. If this is going to happen, then this could push the price up, and the stochastic RSI on the 8-hour is also starting to go up, indicating a potential beginning of an uptrend. But I would be very careful until we break out of this channel, because we don't have a reversal formation yet. And to be honest, if you take a look at the chart, what has been coming down here, all these red candles, they have been very, very strong, compared to what is coming up here, which is fairly weak. So we need to be very, very much aware of that. Just looking at the price action, you can see a lot of strength here. And if you think about it, there's actually no surprise that we have. So always try to make you understand also the dynamics behind the market. Try to understand what's happening in the market, not just look at the charts. Try to understand how the dynamics between the bulls and the bears here, or the buyers and the sellers, because eventually prices develop because of the fighting between the buyers and the sellers. So what we see here is the price came down crashing, really. I mean, it's nothing untypical in the crypto market. So we came down from $135 to $110. Then we came up a little bit, and then we dropped again. And yes, of course, you get a bullish divergence because here the downtrend was very strong, and here you had another move down, but it wasn't as strong anymore. So of course you get that bullish divergence, but does it mean it needs to be over that downtrend? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. We are at important support level. Showed you that yesterday. This is also the price target that I gave you, the minimum price target for that correction. It was $110, and this was the 50% Fibonacci retracement. And you can see here that we found exactly support at that level, which doesn't mean we have to stop here, but it is the minimum. And we also dropped slightly below it, which indicates, well, there's actually a good chance we even drop to $102, the 61.8% Fib level. So we're not out of the woods yet. There is still a risk that we get more of a move down. Yeah, it's important to understand. Until we see a decision here in the market, I personally, if I was trading this, I would not enter the market. Yeah, my strategy is anyway to dollar cost average in at these levels, because I want to take profits when we go to really juicy levels. Then, you know, we're talking here about maybe $250, $300. Yeah, when we get close to the all-time high, then that is when I start to take profits. Of course, not take all of it, and actually, in fact, I'm going to take only a smaller amount, because I want to keep more for the, yeah, let's say the 1.618 FIB extension when we talk about 300, 400 US dollars. But I think we are getting back to levels which are really interesting now. Only my opinion, no financial advice. And again, what is so important in these markets? It's to be patient. Patience is so important. And I mean, who would have thought that this whole correction takes that long? Yeah, we need to get used to it, right? And Solana has been in this channel for a very long time. You can see how much Solana likes this channel. It has come down in my target area here. This was the area where I told you that at any point we can move out of it. We can start the breakout to the upside. And we are currently here at a tipping point where Solana is going to decide, or the market is going to decide, if we are starting to go up from here. Maybe we fall once more to the $102 level, and then we would be very, very close to the 61.8% FIB level at $100. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see that once more, because it is the most relevant FIB level of that whole move here, up and down. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But overall, it this here, all of this here, as I said to you, this looks very much like a three-wave move. And if we want to get a fourth wave up, we need to do that now. We need to do that now. If it drops much further, I think that's it. There's a potential to still come down to $95, which is this. So because we can count this here as a first impulse to the upside potentially, but then we only have three waves. So in terms of the Elliott wave method, you can count this as a 1. This here would be the wave 2, because all of this here would be an A, B, C. Then this would be the wave 3. We're coming down in a wave 4. And in that wave 4, yes, we can drop down to 95. Then it will get invalidated. But if we drop to 95, we've actually dropped too far for a wave 4. I mean, in terms of the Fibonacci levels. And then here, the wave 5 would need to push at least to $160, I would say. Yeah, it can happen, because typically when you get a wave 2, which is very shallow, the wave 4 is very strong. So that's what I mean. If you see the breakout out of this channel here to the downside, that could then be that fifth wave that pushes up. Yeah. So, however, we don't see it yet. Yesterday I told you, until we see a potential reversal pattern here, I'd personally be a bit careful with Solana. Now you can see here a potential small, but it's only a very small one, W pattern. It's only very wrong. 1 second. It's a very small one. So we've got this one here up. Yeah. So it could obviously now be getting rejected. Maybe make another higher low. That'd be great. And if we then push through and get the retest, that would be amazing. And then if we see the volume, we could move out from here. Or yeah, I mean, what we need to see now is just a higher low, right? Because we have bounced off that resistance here at the channel, and if we now make a lower low, yeah, then we can come down to 105. So this is really the decision point here at 108, 109 US dollars. If we stay above that, there's a good chance we push out of this channel and could then already start to move up again in a final wave 5 of that first impulse. But if we break below that 108, then I think we can get first to that support here, 105, and then round about 100 US dollars. And this is then where we're gonna see the next decision, because we always need to see how the price is going to react to support and resistance levels to give an idea of what the next moves are. Here currently, of course, we are close to a potential breakout, and if you see another higher low, I think, and we could really push out of here. So very interesting moment at the moment here for Solana. Bear in mind, we don't have the volume on a Sunday, especially on the weekend. Generally, markets are a little bit less predictable, but hopefully that gives you an orientation of where we are in the market. And have we already seen the major low or not? Have we finished the correction or not? Can't really tell you that. Told you 2 important levels to do that. First level was the $122 level. Now we've again fallen below that. So that was not too convincing. We didn't find support at the previous high here. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. But the next level that is really, really important, and from which I think above that we can be more certain that the low was already in, is the $158 level. Now we have not managed to get above that. These two levels are structurally very important for the Solana chart. So far we have not managed to maintain, to hold the price above these levels, which is currently not great and means we still have downside potential. All right, that is my view here about Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.